welcome back to Make It with Mod Podge. My name's Cathie and today I'm going to show you how to make a super popular project, a busted canvas. Now for this project, I'm using two canvases, one a framed canvas and the other one a flat panel canvas. I love how these turn out. They're so easy to do, and for this I'm using a napkin decoupage. All right, let's get started. For this project, you're just going to need two canvases, some napkins, and some Mod Podge. I'm also using some paint to fill out my design. So the first step is separating the plies of the napkins, and I'm going to Mod Podge the first one. Now this is going to be the print that busts through my canvas. I'm going to Mod Podge to the back of my art canvas on the inside panel a portion of the napkin. So I just added the Mod Podge, then I'm adding my piece of napkin down. That's just the top printed ply. And then I'm smoothing with my brush to remove wrinkles and to make sure it's completely secure and down. You can top coat with more Mod Podge if you want. Now for the other side, I'm going to do my other napkin design. It's important that you use contrasting napkins so that you really get that burst. So I'm just placing the napkin again, the same thing, right into the Mod Podge, getting it to position, and then I'm smoothing that down. Then I'm going to trim away a little bit and make sure that I Mod Podge that to the back edge also. We want to have a nice clean edge all the way around. So you can see I've got both sides done, and now I'm just Mod Podging that edge flap around the outer edge. Now I am going to put some ribbon on here later, but you don't have to, and that's why you want to make sure you have nice, good, clean edges there. Next, I'm going to Mod Podge on our canvas, and you can see that our other canvas is the exact same size, and that's a flat back canvas. I'm going to use this haunted house napkin. I'm separating those plies again, and I'm going to use Mod Podge satin. So one thing I like to do is figure out where the center of my canvas is, or where do I want to put this design. So it's kind of a good idea to sort of look at it on top of your canvas that's going to bust out, and then decide your placement. I'm doing it in the center, but you don't have to do it in the center. Let's go ahead and add down your napkin. Again, you could use scrapbook paper, any kind of paper here. I just love working with napkins. Now to fill out the design, I'm using some of my folk art paints, and I'm just color matching these the best I can to my napkin print. And this will help fill in the areas because when it's busting through, you're going to see a bit more of that canvas back there. So I'm just filling in, mimicking the design of the napkin. Super easy, and I'm using a spouncer brush here. That's just a little round foam brush, and that is a really quick, easy way. Remember, this isn't detailed painting because you're only going to see a hint of this peeking through. For this design, I'm filling in with a lot of our black multi-surface paint, and that just really fills in the background and also looks great with that haunted house napkin. I am using the edge of that brush to sort of extend and fill in the trees, I should say the spouncer brush. So I'm just gonna lightly tap that onto the trees just to sort of fill those in. If you wanted to do a detail paintbrush and go ahead and add more of the tree branches, you certainly could. And make sure you paint those edges of your other canvas. Okay, now it's time to bust this canvas. I'm going to use a craft knife. I'm starting in the center. Again, you don't have to do this in the center. And you're going to make a series of slits through the canvas. So first you'll start with your horizontal and vertical lines, and then you'll go in and cut diagonal lines. Now I'm doing this evenly spaced, but you don't have to. You could even do jaggedy ones. You can go in later and cut it with decorative edge scissors. You can see that we've got our pieces all ready to glue and bust back. And to do that, I'm just going to twist them back a little bit. They're very easy and very flexible, especially when you're doing this with napkins. If you're doing it with paper, it's a little bit harder, and you may want to give it a little bit of a mist with some water just to get it into position to curl back. So I'm just hot gluing it back. And this is gonna look so cute when it's done. I love seeing the little bit of the bats pop through. Now we're gonna glue that to our finished and dried canvas, and we're just gonna glue that directly on top of it. I'm using hot glue, but you could use heavier duty glue if you had a bigger canvas and you needed to work a little slower. Go ahead and glue that right on top. Make sure it's secure, and look how cute that is. Now, of course, I want to finish it off with a little sparkle ribbon. So I'm just going to hot glue some ribbon around the edges. You could tuck some moss into there. You could add some flowers. You could add ribbons. It's really endless. I love how these turn out. It's such a fun new trend. What a cute project. Thanks so much for joining me today, guys. I hope you like this tutorial on these busted canvases. Now, I did napkins for this, but you can use tissue paper, greeting cards, wrapping paper, scrapbook paper. You can even do this whole concept just with paint. All right, I'll be back here next week with another fun project to share with you. And until then, have a super crafty week. Bye.